Welcome to Chaitanya Chintan. I am thrilled to share with you the beauty and richness of Sanskrit language, its treasure, love, knowledge, philosophy, and culture. Let's dive into the fascinating world of Sanskrit and be with me for 5 minutes. The language most culturally rich with literary tradition in the world is Sanskrit. Literature dates back around 5000 years and were used mostly in South, Central, and East Asian countries like India, Nepal, Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, China, Tibetan monastery site in China, Korea, Japan, Afghanistan, Mongolia, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, Bhutan, Maldives, Myanmar. Nowadays it is nowhere spoken in except in few places in India. Who is responsible, don't you think? There has been tremendous cheating going on us with all Indians. There are numerous characters in this language to discuss with, but today's topic is about the voice of classical India with global admiration, touched by the divinity, a poet, a dramatist, a visionary, and popularly known as Shakespeare of ancient India. It is golden in the golden era of mighty Guptas, known as the golden period of Indian history. There emerged a name that would echo through centuries. Guess who? He is none but the greatest poet, Kaviratna Kalidasa. Kali means the worshipper of goddess Kali. Dasa means a servant. So Kalidasa means servant of goddess Kali. Renowned poet of Sanskrit literature and is considered as the greatest of ancient India. His exact birth and death dates wrapped in mystery, but this tale is told across the nation, and legend speaks of humanity, divine grace, and transformation. He was said to be an uneducated, a man of the forest, not of books. In the city of Ujjain, a brilliant and proud princess, Vidyutma, vowed to marry a man who were more intelligent than herself, but jealous ministers, mocking her pride, found his simpleton and presented him as a wise sage. Being humiliated by the ignorance of the princess, broken-hearted and shattered, Kalidasa left home and reached into the deep forest, and later in Kali temple he prayed to goddess. His devotion and penance were rewarded with, but not with gold, but with diamond divine intelligence, endowing him with poetic brilliance and scholarly wisdom. When he returned back, he was no longer a fool. He began to compose works of Sanskrit literature for all time. Few examples are Avigyanam Shakuntalam, Malavikagni Mitram, Kumarasambhava, Raghuvans Shamladandakam, Sambhar, Ritu Sambhar, and Megduta. Avigyan Sakuntalam. It was a timeless masterpiece. Is a captivating love story between King Dushyant and the enchanting Shakuntala, a celestial nymph raised by the sage Kanva. The story seamlessly weaves elements of love, faith, and duty, showcasing his mastery over the art of storytelling. Meghdutta. In exile, a yaksha sends Cloud as a messenger to his beloved wife. Kalidasa describes the journey in such beauty that every mountains and rivers comes alive. Raghuvansha and Kumar Sambhava, epics about kings and gods, Lords Ramas and sisters Shiva and Parvati. His words were not just ink, they were the wind, the rain, the scent of jasmine flowers at night. His creations were nature itself. Alive and breathing, he was a philosopher, a scientist of emotion, a master of human nature. Even centuries later, his works are studied by scholars and quoted by the lovers. From ancient palm leaves to modern bookshelves, Kalidasa's voice continues to echo. It reminds us that Simplest soul can rise in the highest sky if touched by the wisdom and grace. Time forgets king but not poets, and poet like Kalidasa remains eternal. But see how unlucky we are in our biased curriculum focus, in our educational system overemphasizes Mughals and Western cultures, neglected Indian geniuses, and resulted it created a disconnect between our students, and their original cultures, heritage, moral, aesthetic, and intellectual values. We, myself, you all, were born in a place, land that is enriched with rich cultural and literary civilized nation. But unfortunately, since independence, we got our first Hindu education minister in the year 2014. Our first education minister was Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad. The man, he himself was from Makkah and studied in madrasa. So, with no literary qualifications. So, imagine how could he understand our sentiments and culture? Limits were crossed when he had been given Bharat Ratna award too. Imagine where we are and what had been done with our culture and traditions. That's all for today. Hope you loved it. Don't forget to comment me in the comment section. We will meet you soon with another such true facts. Take very good care of yourself. Bye bye.